Oh my god! Strixhaven is coming to D&D, bitches! Bruh, Strixhaven! Alright, Twitch dude, see you later. Dude, also there's new subclasses? Give me the fucking subclasses, dude. Alright, there's an Unearthed Arcana with Strixhaven. Mages of Strixhaven. Okay, we are reading this right fucking now. Okay, the College of Strixhaven. Bard, excuse me. Alright, there are 5 subclasses in this document designed for characters who dedicate themselves to the path of magic practice at Strixhaven. The University of Strixhaven is a wide variety of spellcasters, while individuals are welcome to pursue their magical studies whatever they please. Some choose to blah 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 blah. Lorehold College, dedicated to the pursuit of history by conserving blah blah blah. Prismary College, dedicated to the visual and performing arts, bolstered by the power of the elements! Features from this subclass instead. All subclasses are detailed here to have a level present and noted beneath their name, and you must meet the requirement to gain the feature. For example, you gain the feature noted at level 6+. Your character must be 6th level or higher in the class which the subclasses was chosen. Hold the fuck on! Bard, Warlock, and Wizard subclasses? Subclasses for multiple classes? Dude, what the fuck? Hold on. Mage of Lorehold for Bard, Wizards, and Warlocks. Using this subclass. Upon selection of the subclass, you gain 2 feature Lorehold spells and Ancient Companion. In this subclass feature, any reference in which your class... Okay, so hold on. Bard, Warlock, and Wizard. So Bard gets at level 3, Warlock gets at level 1, Wizards get at level 2. Right? Okay, so when you pick the class, you get the first features, which is strong for a well, not really, because they balance that when you get the Warlock features, right? So, at level 1, you get it for Warlocks. Level 2, you get it for Wizards. Level 3, you get it for Bards. Okay, so when you get it, if you're a Bard, right? If you're a Warlock, it serves as your patron. If you're a Wizard, the college is your arcane tradition. When you reach 11 in class, some class feature, you gain 1 feature search from the object percentage. Each has a class. Hold up! You get a... Oh my god. You get a whole, like, list? And then your level is your requisite? Dude, what the fuck? It might not be a whole list. It might just be, like, the same 3, but, like, you get it. Companions can take any action. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not how reading works. Lorehold spells. Level 1 plus Mage of Lorehold feature. So when you pick it, that's what you get, right? Lorehold spells an Ancient Companion. Okay. Sacred Flame. Comprehend languages. And then more spells. Knock. Locate objects. Speak with dead spirit guardians. Arcane Eye. Stone Shape. Destructive Way. Legend lore. Those are pretty... broad? Those are pretty broad. I don't mind it. I just realized you guys can hear the game. Just raised it. Ancient Companion. You learn to call on the spirits of an ancient dead. Of the ancient dead. And house them temporarily in the remnants of an old statues. What the fuck? Whenever you finish short or long rest, you can call forth a bond with one spirit who comes in bit of a medium, freestanding statue within 10 feet of you to serve as your ancient companion. This creature's gains significant ancient companion span lock, which uses your proficiency bonus in several places. When you bond with your ancient companion, you pick a stat block, which is cool. Shares your initiative, but takes its turn immediately after yours. Can only take the dodge action. Wait a minute, so that's worse than a familiar, right? Because a familiar can take the aid action. This can only take the dodge action. Interesting. Weird. Okay. I wonder if it's better in some other way. Because the familiar only has 1 HP. Oh yeah, this one has a lot more things, which is probably why it can't take the age action. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. And if you're a wizard, you get this along, or Pact of the Chain, you get this alongside another familiar.
I'm back.
Dude, this subclass is crazy. Well, I mean, I'm only at the level 1 ability, but it's just so cool. It's one... Okay, so the Strixhaven is like a college of mages for Magic the Gathering, and it's being brought over to D&D. So because it's a college of mages, there's a new subclass in it, but the subclass, first time in D&D 5e history, the subclass can go to multiple classes. So it's like you can have a bunch of different classes with the same subclass, which has never been done before in this edition. Lessons from the past. Level 6. Through your studies, you learn how to better yourself, listen to the heart of the teachers. When you bond with your ancient companion, you gain the following benefit. You can do a healer. Your hit point maximum increases by the amount equal to your level in this class. That's you? Or... Wait.
It sounds like you.
You gain the following. Yeah, okay. You just get your hit point. That's awesome. Okay. Sage, you have advantage in ability checks using Arcana, History, Nature, and Religion. That's a lot. Additionally, once per turn, when you deal creature the damage to first level spell or higher, it takes 1d8 force damage. Cool. Warrior, if you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack as part of that action. Whoa! Yo, that's the Blade Singer ability. That's fucking busted. On a... Okay, so it's not... Holy shit, that sounds busted. Hold on. At level 6, you get an extra attack if you cast a cantrip. So it doesn't scale with extra attack, right? Because you have to use your action to cast a cantrip. So... But you're getting a lot better damage output. That's what made the Blade Singer broken. And now you can get it on a bard. Well, I don't know. If the weapon attack hits, your target takes an additional 1d8 radiant damage. Is that better than the Blade Singer? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's as bad, honestly. Strixhaven Study Group to Adventures, yeah. You know what the thing with this subclass is also? Because you have so many options, like, you can actually run... Alright, so figure this out. You can actually run a bard. Let's say you run a party in Strixhaven. You run a bard, a warlock, and a wizard. All of them taking this subclass because they're all part of the college, and then all of them can take a different thing within it. Like the bard could take the warrior, the wizard could take the sage, and the warlock could take the healer. And so the subclass, even though everyone's in the same subclass, they're in different classes, and they're different enough that they could really feel like different characters. That's cool. Alright. By pulling from the magic of the past, this is War Echoes, level 10. By pulling from the magic of the past, you can cause an opponent old wounds to resonate anew. What the fuck? When a creature you see is hit with an attack roll, you can use your action to force the target to make a wisdom saving throw, or it becomes vulnerable to the damage types dealt by the attack. This vulnerability lasts until the end of the target's next turn. Oh. That's busted. What the fuck? I'm trying to figure out, if you have a fighter that has a 1d6 fire weapon, right? He hits someone with an attack. You use this ability. You give them vulnerability to fire damage. And then everyone else on your team can just spam them with fire damage. Literally double damage. Like, you could just throw a fireball at them after the 1d6 makes them vulnerable. That's crazy. That's actually really cool. I'm trying to think on a wizard. Hot Tub Wild Rift? Yeah, and we're going over D&D content right now. History's Whims. Through stepping on your... Oh, you can use this as a reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Refresh on a long rest. History's Whims. Through stepping on your own chaotic whims to nature, you learn how to briefly channel the wild nature of itself. As a bonus action, you can enter a state of chronal chaos? Chronal chaos. When you enter the state at the start of your turn, subsequent turns, while in this state, you choose one of the following benefits. Luck, you receive Reflash of the Future. Whenever you make a saving throw against an effect that deals damage, you can roll a d6 and add the number to... Oh, that's good. That's good. Resistance, rewind time. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. In the words of Will Smith, it's rewind time.
Yeah, exactly what I fucking heard when you said it.
Swiftness, time stutters, slowing others but hurling you forward. Your movement speed is increased by 15. You now broke. These are decent. So hold on. As a bonus action, you enter one of these states for 1 minute. Oh, okay, for a whole minute. A whole minute of 15 extra movement speed and not provoking attack of opportunities? This is broken. This is incredibly strong. That's really strong. This is really strong. Okay, let me look at the spells again now that I know what it does. Knock, locate objects, speak with spirit guardians, arcane eye. It's like so broad and powerful. I think on a bard, especially because the bard... Actually, okay, here's the trade-off, right? The only problem with being a bard is that you don't get a lot of offensive spells. So it actually balances out. Because I was going to say, because this class is so broad, you put it on another broad class like the bard, and you could do basically everything. You could do anything. Everything and everything. The only thing you can't do is like a fire... Like the combo I just said with the fireball. Bards don't get fireball unless you steal it from another class. So I guess that's why they're in UA. That's fair. It is Unearthed Arcana. It could be nerfed. Interesting. Very interesting. Wait, there's 5 subclasses? How is there 5 subclasses? Oh my god, there are 5 subclasses. Oh my god. Mocha, do you mind if I go through this now?
Go for it.
Okay, I can stop. I can do this later if you want.
No, you good. I'm just vibing.
Okay. What are we talking about? We're reviewing the Mages of Strixhaven. The 5 new subclasses just drop in UA.
You might want to switch to just talking if you're doing this though.
That's fair. Alright, so let me copy this.
Or just talking, just chatting. I know it's Switch.
Sorry guys, just upgrading the stream title. Also
Put
going
it up on the street. Someone says.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do that real quickly. Alright, I gotta go into studio mode real quick. I gotta figure out movie night. Okay, let me duplicate this. Window capture. My window is apparently the wrong size. Alright, let's... Why is it not working? When I press OK for whatever reason... Okay, so we're just gonna leave it like this, I guess. Alright. Alright, can you guys see? Does everything look good?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what are we up to? Mage of the Prismari. Druid, Sorcerer, and Wizard. Elemental energy to express who they are and how they see the world. Them, magic, and motion are the same. Exhibits of raw creativity. Through masterpieces are made in pursuit of their art. From the mages focus on protecting fine details of the technique while present their dazzling spectacles on the world. Alright. I feel like this should be Bard if it's all about expression and art, right? Or I guess they're flipping that on their head or something. Upon selecting the Mage Prisoner, you gain 2 features, Creative Skill and Kinetic Artistry. Creative Skill, you gain proficiency in 2 of the following checks of your Acrobatics, Athletics, Nature, or Performance. Interesting. Alright. Kinetic Ancestry, you can dash as a... What? You can dash as a bonus action. And you get an extra effect. Icy water swirls around you until the end of the turn. If you move across the surface of water, you... Additionally, when you leave a space within 5 feet of a creature, you can force that creature to make 5 feet... Wait, space within 5 feet of a creature. Within 5... Okay, so right next to it. You can force that creature to make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the creature is knocked prone. Save versus prone busted. It's not... It's a little busted, right? Because attacks within 5 feet against someone who is prone have advantage. So that's pretty good if you combo with the fighter, but you're not going to get that combo every turn. And otherwise, you're just going to cost 15 feet of movement. But it's also really good for running away from someone, right? Let's say you are right next to someone, right? You take 1... Hold on. You're right next to someone. Someone close the distance. You're a wizard, right? You take the dash action. So because you take the dash action, you boreal sweep. You move 5 feet away. They get an attack of opportunity on you, but then they have to make a save or get prone. They go prone, which means on the next turn they have to spend half their movement getting up, and then you have 60 feet to run the fuck away. That's, I think, the better use of it. The fact that you could just fucking run away from someone. Super crazy. But also, the AoE is resolved before the save. It doesn't say that, but I would think so. When you leave a space within 5 feet of a creature. When you leave a space within 5 feet. In my head, the AOO goes off first, and then you prone them, right? I can zoom in actually a little bit here. I cannot zoom... Oh, right here. Is that good? That's good, right? Yeah. So I think... I want to say the AOO goes off before... Right? Unless anyone thinks differently. Scourging Whirl. Flames wreath your steps. Once before the end of your turn, you can force each creature within 5 feet of you to make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save. Creature take... That's nothing. That's literally nothing. Does it increase? No, this is shit. If you compare it to this is shit. Maybe if you're fighting 5 minions with 1 HP, that's an AoE clear as opposed to using a first level spell slot for Thunderwave. Otherwise, this is shit. 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier, that's nothing. That's 9 points of damage. That's nothing. You do get it at level 1, but it doesn't increase in damage at all. So this is shit. Use this early level and then just don't. You could also stay in their range because you don't have to leave. Oh shit, you're right. You don't have to move away from them. You can move in their range, knock them prone. Can you make an attack of opportunity if you're knocked prone? Can you make an AOO if you are prone? 5E. Yeah, you can make an attack of opportunity while prone. There's no reason not to. So hold on. Prone, condition 5E. Movement option is to crawl unless it stands up there by ends the condition. Has disadvantage on attack rolls. The attack rolls, yeah. So yeah, you can do that. So you can mock them prone and then leave. They can attack you, but it's at disadvantage. So I think that's... I mean, I think it's busted, but I think that's fine. I think that's, a good trade-off. How many times? You can just do that for... You can do that every turn. Every single turn. Nope, never mind. Okay, never mind. This is a lot more reasonable. I should read. You can only use it amount of times during your equal to your proficiency modifier. So this is a lot more reasonable. Thunderlight Jaunt. You take a nimble lightning form. At the end of the turn, you can move through spaces. Do not provoke attack opportunities. Oh, or just do that. Yeah, never mind. Just do this. Just do that. Favored medium, level 6. You have honed your forms of elemental expression. If best suits your ideas, choose one of the following tile types. You gain resistance to that type. Additionally, when you cast a spell using a spell slot that does turn, you emit an aura of adversity, which extends 5 feet in every direction, but not through total cover, and lasts until the end of your next turn. While the aura is active, each creature receives resistance for okay, so that's a defensive resistance. That's really good against a dragon. That's about it. Well, no, if you're fighting an elemental. Yeah, but why would you cast the element? Right? If I'm fighting a fire dragon, I need to cast a fire spell to get the resistance to everyone. So, I guess if you're fighting a dragon with zombies, right? You choose fire, you cast fireball on the zombies, and then all your team has resistance against fire damage when the dragon breathes on you. But it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Unless you're fighting something, like, let's say you're fighting a wizard, right? You know the wizard's going to use fireball somehow. So you choose fire and cast fire bolts. You hit the wizard for some damage because the wizard doesn't resist fire, and then you resist the fireball next turn. You could save your low-level spells to proc the defense. That's true. That's true. If you're a 19th level wizard or something, right? You pick fire, you're fighting the dragon, you use... Oh, you can't use firebolts. You can't use firebolts. Using a spell slot, you cannot use fireball. But let's say you use Burning Hands. You don't have to hit anything. You can Burning Hands the wall, proc your fire, and then... You know, that's not a bad idea. Okay, that's... It's not my favorite, but I can see uses for it. Focused expression. Honing your talents, you skillfully infuse your emotions with even more potent expressions of elemental might. Once per turn, when you deal damage to at least one target, you gain an additional effect based on the damage type. So, cold... Oh, wait, you have to choose this one? Oh, because you choose it long rest. Okay, never mind. One of the targets of your choice makes additional 1d6 damage and must make a con save. On a failed save, the speed is reduced by 10. That sucks. That sucks. When has speed being reduced by 10 feet ever stopped anyone? Like, has anyone ever actually, like, CC chained someone by reducing speed by 10? That sucks. Additional 1d6 fire damage, fortifying planes around your dance whenever you choose a creature takes gains. What level? At level 10? I guess it's potentially every turn? I don't like this one. This is the most useful one. Because it's, you know, CC. CC win games here. Yeah, this level 10 ability sucks. I don't like this as much as one as the other one. I think the flavor is really cool. I'm thinking of actually like the Blade Singer in terms of flavor. Like this dancing elementalist that's like, you know... doing like the big ballet sweeps and like, you know, like Irelia, but every time she kicks there's a wave of fire, like an avatar, like a bender, right? Like those mages, but except less martial arts and more dancing focus, right? Like you're doing like, you know, spin kicks for waves of ice or like a flip for like a thunder effect, right? I think the flavor is really cool. I'm not in love with the 6 and level 10 ability. Maybe that's why this one's broken. Impeccable physicality. Your relentless dedication and training have installed you an outstanding sense of precision and grace in your art. You gain proficiency in dexterity saving throws, if you do not already have it. Druid, sorcerer, wizard, will intelligence. I think this is will charisma. Druid. I don't know. When you make a dex saving throw, you can treat d20s. Oh, that doesn't feel good. 1d6 temporary hit points a turn sounds amazing. Does it? At level 10? It's nice. But at level 10, you're getting hit for like, what? 30 damage a turn? If you get hit, it's like 30 damage. Unless you're fighting things with like big AoEs, then you could potentially cover someone from not getting hit. But like 6 is like... It's not every turn either. You have to cast a spell slot that's level 1 or higher, and you have to deal damage. Which can rack up in cost quickly. For those who become mages... Okay, so now we're on the Mage of Quandrix. For sorcerers and wizards only. Wizards only, fools. For those who become mages of Quandrix, math and magic go hand in hand. I like it. Such individuals learn to break down natural phenomena into their core numerical components, and through manipulating others, alter reality on a whim. Their talents grow from tangible physics, like multiplying plant growth and redistributing elements of probability acceleration, to bizarrely theoretical exercises that warp the fundamentals of space and self. Okay. You don't have to cast the spell? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh. Okay, this can be every turn then. Okay. So every turn you can pick someone that can't take reactions? Or... And this also scales with that cold spell. So you can reduce someone's speed by 20 feet if you do, what, Ray of Frost, I think it is? Or was it Frostbite? One of them. Okay, these look a lot better that you can use them with cantrips. Never mind. They look better. I'm still not in love with it, but it's fine. And this just feels bad. I know this is probably broken. Dex saves and you treat dex saves as a 10. So what is that? Like if you have, let's say 16 dex at level 14, right? That's 3 plus level 14. I think your proficiency bonus is 4. So 4 plus 3 plus 7. The minimum you can get on a dex save is 17. That's really good. It sounds busted. I just don't like it. It's boring. Mage of Quandrix. For those who become... Oh, I'm already reading this. What am I doing? Spells. You learn the cantrip's guidance. The first level spell, Guiding Bolt. It's good. Good spells. You learn additional spell sets when you reach certain levels. I like this. Enlarge, reduce. Spike growth. I don't know the spell spike growth, actually. That's okay. Robes molding at what the subclass gives to dex saves. Functions of oh, so Aura Vitality. Wait, I don't think I know the one too. Haste is really good. Well, that's not bad. Up to a minute. That's decent if you have nothing else to do. Control water, freedom of movement. That's good. Haste, circle of power, pass wall. Those are pretty good. By literally the max patch of reality, you can nudge chance. You can nudge chance to tilt around a creature when the spell slot a creature target a new creature. Oh boy, diminishing function. The chosen creature must succeed on a Wiz saving throw or D6 and subtract number roll for the next attack roll makes a certain return. Not bad, not bad. Once a creature starts. Once before the start of your next turn, chosen creature can roll a D6 and add the number to an attack roll. Okay, cool. So either you buff an ally or nerf an enemy. And this is whenever you have a target effect. So this is cool. Whenever you target anyone on the battlefield, you pick someone 30 feet and either nerf or buff them. That's really cool. All you need to do is target. Literally, that's it. You can target with a cantrip. You can target with... Wait. Nope, you can't do a cantrip. But any spell you cast that targets, you can buff or nerf someone. That's really cool. I like that. It's not limited to, oh, if you deal damage, you nerf, or if you heal, you buff. It's literally, you target someone with a spell slot, and you pick someone to buff or nerf. That's really cool. Velocity shift. You learn to manipulate kinetic formulas after alter the velocity of another creature? When a creature you see starts its turn or moves to a space in 30 feet of you, you can make a reaction to force the creature to make a charisma saving throw. I like that I really like that they are, what is it? They're, making use of a whole bunch of saves here in one class. It's like wisdom, charisma. On a failed save, the creature is teleported to an unoccupied speed within 30 feet of you? That sounds broken. So I can literally... Oh, it's a little banishment. That's why it's a charisma save. Holy shit, it's a charisma save. It's a tiny banishment. That sounds busted. Dude, imagine you're going to fight a wizard on a cliff. The wizard points to you and you teleport off the fucking cliff. Like... Would that boost the speed of a thrown gnome? I don't know. It does mention velocity, but it's teleporting. So, that's a little weird. Technically, teleportation is infinite velocity, I think, right? Velocity is distance over time. So if time is 0, that's infinite. Right, yeah. So teleporting is technically infinite velocity, but it's weird that they mention velocity, but it's teleporting. Banish you between my monk and paladin. Yeah, basically. Look at the fucking wizard and just say, no, you're over here. You're gonna be fucking... You're about to be spit roasted. It's also equal to your proficiency modifier, which is only a couple times a day, but that's crazy. That's crazy that you can just teleport someone within 30 feet of you. Good or bad. I also like this spell because you can use all the abilities against allies or foes. Like, they're all useful there. Well, of what I've read. Yeah, you can teleport your allies. So, like, you know, if someone threw your ally off the cliff, and this is the start of their turn, you could be like, fucking yeet, boy. You're not off the cliff anymore. And the next turn, you could throw someone else off the cliff. Or throw someone into lava. Throw someone in the way of, like, a boulder. Like, throw someone back in your AoE spell. Yo, imagine taking this and throwing someone back into your black tentacles that they just ran out of. How you doing, Mocha? Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm just letting you vibe.
Okay,
go
just
off,
making
you
sure
know?
you're good. Sorry.
You're good.
Through careful calculations, you beat your enemies with abstract equations that reduce their... What the fuck? Okay, this is level 10 null equation. Through careful calculations, you beset... These words are too big for me. You beset your enemies with abstract equations that reduce their might. Once per turn, immediately after dealing damage to a creature, you can force the creature to make con saving throws against your spell save DC. A con saving throw? A con saving throw? Okay, on a failure, the creature's disadvantage on strength and saving throws... And its weapon attacks only deal half damage. Null equations. That's good. That's really fucking good. That's really useful, dude. This make the other class looks like jack shit. The other class is like dancing around. Oh, look at me. Look at my elemental powers. This class is like, no, I'm gonna fuck you with math. I'm gonna throw you off a goddamn cliff. You want to attack this turn? No. Half damage. And minus a d6. Fuck you. I like this class. Your mathematic expertise extends... Oh. Sorry about that. I also get why they did not put this on a bard. I think a bard would be broken with this. If you compile all of this motherfucking shit with all the shit a bard does, you're CCing your DM till he doesn't have fun anymore. That's what you're doing. You're literally just fucking... It does work with cantrips, but the limit is the amount of times per short rest. But yeah. This is crazy. I mean, you could also play a CC wizard and do that as well, but... your mathematical... Oh, so this is quantum tunneling. Dope name, by the way. Name of a new band or TV show. Your mathematical expertise extends to altering your foundation of equation to your very being. You gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Additionally, that's all. Not non-magical. That's all bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. Additionally, you can move through other creatures and objects if they were difficult terrain, but you take 1d10 force damage for every you move inside another creature or object. I don't know about this one. I like the flavor. I don't know how useful it's going to be to run through enemies to take 1d10 force damage. It's pretty good. I think the other things make up for it, honestly. Sometimes D&D late game abilities just fucking suck. Alright, Mage of the Silver Quill. Bard, Warlock, or Wizard again. Mages of Silver will hold the power of words. They channel the magic of light and shadows through words, through spoken, written aloud, written, or signed through gestures. No singing. The words of a silver wing bring sludge and agate. Fuck, hold on. Gas. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Eloquent Apprentice. You learn one cantrip of your choice, either Sacred Flame or Viscid Mockery. That's good. If he doesn't count against the number of cantrips you know, there's wish you can gain proficiency in 2 of the following: Deception, Intimidation, Persuasion, or Insight. That's really good. That's a lot of proficiencies on a bard. That's a lot. If you're a wizard, making walls and stuff is good contingency if you end up on the wrong side of it. How that happens in the first place, IDK. Well, no, that's fair. What if you wall of force, right? And someone misty steps on the other side of the wall of force, and you're just like, nope, get out. And you throw them out of the wall of force. No, it works. Or again, someone misty steps out of your black tentacles. They're in 30 feet of you, and you say, no, get back in there. And you throw them back into the black tentacles, and they have to make another save. That's crazy. That's crazy. The fact that it's only a charisma save, which is usually a dump stat, unless you're a spellcaster that needs it, right? That you're forcing someone to make a charisma save, or you get to teleport them 30 feet with you? That's crazy. That's a mini fucking, a mini banishment. 6 times, up to 6 times. Okay, proficiency bonus. I shouldn't say 6 times, because rarely do people ever get to level 17. But your proficiency bonus times a day. You get a mini banish, 30 feet. You invoke words such as magic to demoralize your foes and turn their misfortune to boons to bolster your allies. Immediately after a creature you see within 60 feet of you succeeds on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can use a reaction to demoralize the creature. Unless the creature is immune to being charmed, it re-rolls the d20 and must use the lower roll. This is interesting. This is very interesting wording. Very interesting wording. Instead of giving an ally disadvantage prematurely, you know that someone fails, and you're like, no, roll again, take the lower one. That's weird. If the attack ability triggers or fails, then you can choose a different creature you see within 60 feet of you. You can choose yourself. That creature is empowered and can reroll one attack ability checker within 1 minute. Use the higher roll. This is once per long rest, right? Because that's crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's once per long rest. I was about to say, if that's proficiency times per short, per long rest, that's crazy. But yeah, it's... Or a reroll for... Yeah, so once it succeeds... you have to take a nap to use it again. Well, asleep. I think that's good. I think that's good. If you're yeah. Inky Shroud, you learn the Darkness spell. That's really good. If it's already in your class feature list, if it isn't already. If you're a wizard, you add to a spellbook. If you cast the spell without... You can cast a spell without expending time. You can... Why is it... Why is it darkness? Is that a lore thing I don't know? Why is it... Why darkness? That feels like so weird and out of character. Oh, they channel the magic of light and shadow. Never mind. I guess that makes sense. When you cast a spell in the way you can normally see through darkness created, you can see normally. When a creature you see starts its turn in the darkness, you can deal 2... What the fuck? That's weird. Also, this is redundant. This right here is redundant. This is for clarification, but it's already implied with what's up here. Because it says, yeah, it's on your class list. If you are a wizard, it's added to your spellbook. So if it's added to your spellbook, you can use it. Like, period. But this is just for clarification. This is 2d10 psychic damage in your darkness. What's the range on darkness? "15-foot radius sphere." So almost as big as Fireball. You can deal 2d10 damage, whenever a creature starts its turn there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Once per long rest again? Infusion of Eloquence. When you cast a spell that deals damage, you can invoke additional words of power to change the spell target to your choice of Psychic or Radiant. Wow! Are you kidding me? What the fuck? You can make a fireball radiant damage? Are you kidding me? There's no save on this. There's no save. What the hell? That's stupid. When you cast a spell that deals damage, you can invoke additional words of power to change a damage type to Psychic or Radiant. Any creature damaged by the spell takes extra damage equal to your proficiency bonus and has its emotions swayed with despair based on the damage type. Oh, okay, hold on. Yep, there's a limit. Hold on. Okay, there's still a limit. Never mind. There's an ammo. That's still crazy. Oh, you're resistant to fire? No worry, it's a Psychic Fireball. And also you're frightened of me until... Okay, this is really cool. I think it's strong. It's also really fucking cool. A Radiant Fireball? A Psychic Fireball? What does that even mean? I don't know. Go nuts with it, dude. And it's limited by ammo. Why do I keep saying ammo? Proficiency bonus per long rest. But you can use it with cantrips. You can use it with anything. So if you need someone to run away from you, boom, psychic damage. If you need someone to not attack you, to not fucking cream pie you, boom, radiant damage. Done. That's crazy. That's really cool. I'd be frightened of them too if they hit me with a psychic fireball. You know, same. Psychic Fireball, that's crazy. I like this ability a lot. This is really cool. So which one is this one? This one's weird. I like the flavor. I think it's pretty decently powered. So the first one's really good. The second one's meh. The third one's really good. The fourth one is good. The fourth one's good. This looks fun. Words of Power. You can invoke a word of power that pinnacly branches when you gain the following options. Deadly Despair. When the target of your silvery barbs... What is silvery barbs? Oh, oh, the broken ability, right. When the target of your silvery barbs fail an attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw because of the reroll, you can invoke a word of despair to give the target vulnerability. Bruh, what? So you can be like, hey, dude. Oh my god, that's crazy. Hold on. You can give someone vulnerability to your Psychic Fireball. Okay, I will say they have to fail. This is an action? No, it's a reaction. Okay. They have to fail. So there is a pretty high contingency that this might work. Might not work, I mean. Because okay, so they have to do something. You have to use your reaction, which means you can't cast shield, which means you can't attack of opportunity, right? You have to use your reaction to be like, hey, fuck you. And then they have to fail it. If they don't, you can't use the second part of the ability, and you can't use Deadly Despair. But then they have to fail it. If they do fail it, you can be like, fuck you, you're getting Psychic Fireball next turn, and you give them vulnerability. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. When the target of your silvery bar fails an attack roll, you can invoke a word of despair to give the target vulnerability to 1 damage type chosen until the start of your next turn. This is not for you. This can't be for you. Okay, hold on. That's not as good as I thought it was. You can't use this on your own spells because it stops as soon as you start acting. Unless you do, like, I don't know, I prepare a fireball, use my reaction, then I do the fireball, I guess. But... So the best use of this is just saying, like, you know, you are vulnerable to slashing damage, fighter, go ham, right? I think that's the best use of it. Or if they're currently in lava. You know what's weird about this wording as well? You can invoke a word of despair that gives the target vulnerability to 1 damage type. Which means, let's say you're a fire elemental in lava. You roll an attack roll. I use this ability. I say that you minus a d6 in the attack roll. You fuck up the attack roll. Then I said Deadly Despair. You're now vulnerable to fire damage while you are in the middle of lava. That's interesting. Because of the wording is so precise, that's literally what happens. And then the fire elemental burns to death. Right? Let's say you're fighting a lightning elemental in the middle of a lightning storm. It's being shocked by lightning constantly. I think immunity beats vulnerability. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, I guess that makes sense then. It needs to be at least... What about resistant? How does resistant work? Does it even out into normal damage, or does it just jump to vulnerability? Selfless invocation. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you takes damage, you can invoke a word of power using your reaction to grant the creature resistance to that damage. Huh. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you takes damage, you can invoke a word of reaction to that damage. You take the... Oh, and you take an amount of psychic damage equal to the... Oh! Oh! That doesn't sound good at all. So, my cleric has 30 HP. A dragon breathes fire on the cleric. The cleric would take 30 HP of damage. I use Selfless Invocation. They get resistance to the fire damage. They now take 15 points of damage. I take 15 points of psychic damage. So you split up the damage between you and an ally. But you're a mage. You're not tanky. I mean, it's nice to have the option. I just don't know how much use that's going to get. Alright, we have one more subclass. Interesting. It's very interesting. Mage of Bloom. Mages of Witherbloom draw their magic from the energy endlessly flowing from life and death and back again. They see the duality of thriving life and inevitable death of all things, tapping and manipulating the transition of energies between these state. Some Witherbloom inherent focus the energies of natural life, carrying on the grace of Jesus Christ. Blah, blah, blah. Witherbloom spells. You learn the cantrip Spare the Dying. That's good. And then Cure Wounds and Inflict Wounds. Awesome. You can also learn it when you reach certain levels. Lesser Restoration Rate and Enfeeblement. Oh, this is for Druid and Warlock. Okay, that changes things. Druid and Warlock. Okay. Lesser Restoration, Ray of Enfeeblement, Revivify, Vampire Touch, Blight, Greater Resistance, Restoration, Anti-Life, Shell Mask, Cure Wounds. As a bonus action... Okay, so hold on. Let me look at these. These are good. These are really good spells, right? These are really good spells. As a bonus action, you can draw a reservoir of life essence to empower yourself for 1 minute, or until you see this feature for this duration. You have Overgrowth. When you choose this benefit, well, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns, you can expand and hit one hit die. I like this. Hit die is an unused resource that's never used. In terms of like class abilities, you regain number of hit points equal to the hit point plus your spellcasting modifier. Oh, so you just get like a little short rest. That's cool. Every bonus action you can get like a little bit of health. That's really cool. You're the tank now, especially if you're in a campaign that does not take a lot of short rest. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. So you can essentially be like, I'm taking a short rest right now in the middle of combat and just like have like a constant regen effect on you. Every turn, bonus action, you heal. You are now the tank. I like this, especially on a druid. Yeah, that's good. When you deal damage, you can change the Warlock? None. Warlock's not that tanky. You can be, I think, with invocations. When you deal damage, you can change damage type to necrotic, and you ignore instant necrotic damage. What the fuck? When you deal damage? For 1 minute, whenever you deal damage, suddenly it's necrotic damage? Overgrowth plus wild shape? I don't know if you can do both. But Overgrowth, if you just mean both abilities, yeah, you'd be incredibly fucking tanky. You are the tank. With that, and yeah, you are You are nigh unkillable. You're just a wall of fucking hit points. And then you can choose to be damage dealer. So this is the Warlock one, this is the Druid one. Use this if you're a Druid, use this if you're a Warlock. Use this time for you to... Wait, proficiency bonus. Oh no, that's too much. That's way too fucking much. That's 2 minutes at level 1. That's too much. That's way too much. Witherbloom Brew. You gain proficiency with herbalism kits. You don't already have it. The only thing I would say is Overgrowth is also limited by your hit dice. So that's fine. But Withering Strike... Well, I mean, what are you really doing there? You're just making sure that all your damage is true damage. Right? That's it, really. So it's not... Actually, that's fine. 2 minutes of healing from a also limited pool, or 2 minutes of dealing true damage. Like, that's fine, I think. I think that's fine, actually. You gain proficiency with a herbalism kit if you don't already have it. When you finish a long rest, you can use a herbalism kit to pot and a pot or cauldron to create magical brews. You create a number of brews that give you a proficiency bonus. Each brew requires its own flask for magical tendency. Oh my god. How many? Oh, okay, there's only 3. I was about to say. Fortifying Brew. So this is whenever you long rest, you can make proficiency bonus brews. Okay. When you create this brew, choose a damage type. A creature drinks this brew. Resistance to damage. Okay. That's pretty good. For 1 hour. Wow. So you can make a lot of people on your team resistant to a damage type for an hour. That's crazy. That's really good. Quickening. 2d6 hit points. Why is it called quickening and not like curing? You gain hit points and you restore from a condition. Why would you call that quickening and not like salve or remedy? Right? Quickening. A creature can drink this brew or administer it to another creature as an action. The creature regains 2d6 hit points and 1 disease or condition from the following list. Charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, stunned. They get... Why would you call that quickening? Am I missing something? Call it tonic or remedy, ether, cure. Why is it called quickening? That's weird. Okay. Is quickening... Is that the name of it, like a potion or something? Call it potion. Quickening is a moment in pregnancy when women starts to feel her baby's movement in the uterus. Is that what we're referring to? To stimulate or become stimulated? That's weird. It's a pet peeve, but why is it called quickening? Toxifying. As an action, creature can apply this brew to a weapon. Next weapon attack. Hits a creature, deals 2d6 poison damage and must do a con save or be poisoned. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. These are already better than a poisoner's kit. Search Quickening Magic the Gathering. Oh! You know, that's smart. No, I don't see it. Maybe, what's it? Strixhaven? It was a good idea, honestly. This is really good. This is really good. This is the best, I like this. So, level 1 you get true damage and short rest healing. Level 6 you get potions, which are really good. Level 10, your connection to the flow of life force. Stay for 1 per turn when you deal necrotic damage to restore hit points. Using a spell. Using a spell specifically. One target of the spell takes additional damage to regain additionally 1 defense bonus. That's boring. That's good. It's boring. Once per turn. No limit. That's good. It's just boring. That's 1 per turn, just a flat number. Increase to necrotic damage. You have to use a spell though, but it doesn't say you can't use a cantrip. So is there any cantrips that deal necrotic damage? Yeah, there's like Cold Touch, right? Or something? Or Toll the Dead or something? I think those deal necrotic damage. And then, of course, when you deal damage, you can change damage type. This is period. So if you're in your true damage mode, anything you cast, any spell, magic missile, lingering effects. I know the Druid has a lot of like crowd control, like brambles and thorns and shit. All that turns into necrotic damage, and all of that, once a turn, one of those targets gets your proficiency bonus. That's pretty good. It's just a little boring. I like it. It's good. It's just, eh. Withering Vortex. When you cast a spell using a spell slot that deals necrotic damage to any number of creatures that aren't undead or contract, you can choose one of them creatures that took damage. You drain the amount of life energy to half the damage dealt by the chosen creatures. When you cast a spell using a spell slot that deals necrotic damage to creatures, choose one of the creatures that took damage. You drain an amount of life energy equal to half the damage dealt to the chosen creature. Once a creature other than yourself you can see within hit points. One creature other than yourself that you can see within 30 feet regains a number of hit points equal to life energy drained. So hold on. I cast Necrotic Fireball on someone. They take 30 damage. So 15 of those damage I can heal to one creature, not myself. Is that how this works? You cast a spell using a spell slot that deals necrotic damage. So if you're in your true damage mode, anything. So Fireball, let's go with. Choose one of the creatures that took damage from the Fireball. So that's actually important that you use one creature, because you can choose someone who failed the save and dealt extra damage. I think that's an important distinction. And then half that damage, so let's say 15 points of damage, you drain it. And I choose one creature that's not myself, and they heal the 15. That's cool. I like... I'm gonna sound like such a hypocritical bitch, because I'm not gonna be pleased with anything. I like, this ability I think is better, but it's less flavorful, and it's more boring. This one is less boring, but it's also worse. So I'm like complaining about everything, but I like the flavor of this. And I think because you have the true damage option, right, you could probably deal a lot of damage with this and then heal your allies with this. So okay, that's good. I think that's good. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. That has been my review for the Strixhaven Unearthed Arcana. I really fucking love the idea of subclasses for multiple class. I love that they're pushing the game boundaries and pushing the rules to try new things. It's really cool. I think these classes are cracked the fuck out. You know, they're really pushing what we think of mages, and I like the you know, the magic school, Hogwarts sort of like flavor or whatever. So these are cool. Yeah, I like all the flavor. This is really cool, pushing mages. I want to play most of these. Even though the second one's kind of bad, I really like the flavor. So I might just slap the flavor onto like a better class, like a Bladesinger or something. But yeah, thank you for watching these things.